Hey everybody, it's Tom at MTG Spec, and today was the launch of the Chaos Vault Forgetful Fish, a secret lair by Wizards of the Coast. Yet again, another secret lair that was not print to order, and I would just like to say thank you, Scalpers. Literally, thank you, Scalpers. I appreciate it. You took the risk, you bought the item, and I wanted three. I wanted one to put in my binder, I wanted one to play with, and one to keep a sealed product as an investment. And Wizards of the Coast limited me to two. But because you scalpers out there got extras and you put them on eBay, I was able to pay, $1.99 for the two from Wizards of the Coast and another like $2.30 or so for one off eBay, a pre-sale. And I really wanted it. And because of the scalper, it was there. So thank you, Scalper. I appreciate it. Like legit. It amazes me that Magic the Gathering is a game where you literally are, going to lose at least half of your games, right? I mean, in any two-player game of Magic, one person's going to lose. So all these Magic players that have lost over and over and over throughout the years, like somehow they forget that they can also lose at life. It's like, no, don't get mad at the scalpers. Why don't you get mad at the credit card debt that makes it impossible for you to pay slightly above market price? Which, by the way, the $2.30 I paid was less than the ones that had been released at the MagicCon or whatever it was, where they were already going for $400 or $500. So in my mind, the per unit cost of a secret lair for Dan was going to be about $300, $400, $500. So I got mine at a bargain, thanks to a scalper. And if you think scalping is just truly evil, think of this. Consider this example. Now, I'm not saying this is applicable to every situation. Yes, it has the air of scumminess, but any venture capital kind of does. But think about a disaster, okay? And you have a supermarket or a gas station that's selling bottled water. Instead of like 24 bottles for $24, let's say they're charging $100. Family comes in. The guy wants some bottled water for his family. There's a disaster or a blackout or something. They don't know how long it's going to last. So the guy has $100 in his pocket. What does he do? What is the logical thing that he does? The guy's not scalping, so he just goes, hey, I'll just buy 4 cases of water for $100. And then he leaves. And then who comes in after that? A mother of 4, single mom of 4. She just wants some water. They're sold out. You know why? Because they didn't scalp. It's called dynamic pricing. You have to do it in order to satisfy demand across the most customers. If you don't do it, you're screwing people, literally screwing people. In this case, risking their lives. Now, Dan's Forgetful Fish is a luxury cardboard item. I understand it has nothing to do with that, but just we're talking about philosophy now. We're talking about, is scalping truly evil? These people risk their capital to try to get something that is going to distribute it more evenly. So if the same gas station, the guy had charged $100 for a case of 24 bottles, yeah, that sucks in a normal situation. But in this situation, during a crisis, that ensures that 4 different families get those bottles of water instead of one guy who's just being cautious. The guy in the example that's buying out the store of their last 4 cases of water, he's not really doing anything wrong because he doesn't know how long the disaster is going to last. He's got a family to take care of, but human greed is such that you kind of need scalpers to temper it a little bit. And in this case, with Forgetful Fish, WOTC only let me buy 2. I was interested in 3. I wasn't trying to get 10 to sell. I'm not a scalper, but the guy that did buy an extra one, thank you. I appreciate it.